What's going on, everybody? This is Jordan with Conquer Trading and Investing. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're not, welcome back. I'm excited to be with you here, this session over here. And it's all about gold right here, trading to new all-time highs. We were looking at this morning in the live stream watching as we were getting, that was during the live training session, as we were getting that breakout on here on gold, and not just gold. Look at silver up 6.67%. If you step back with me for 1 second over here, I want to draw in this resistance line that I want you to be watching out for. Do you see over here, as you see that touch over here, here and here? Let me zoom in for you and show you what I'm talking about. Do you see that touch over there of support? Again, another touch, and in this area, we're gonna put a trend line, right? A resistance line right over there. And you can see that is the resistance that we came into just the other day. Now we're testing that again, and it looks like we're getting ready here not only to take out the 26, 24 resistance. Now that's a big move. This is a 6.6% move into the resistance. I'm not saying that we're gonna do this overnight, but the next target on silver I do want to show you, and that's going to be all the way up here at 29.50. It's amazing the move we're seeing here in precious metals, but there's a reason for it. It's a reason for it as the overall amount of debt, negative yielding debt in the world continues to increase. You're seeing the precious metals here price it in accordingly. Bitcoin also is consolidating here above this support. This is very, very bullish. I want to talk before I get into the Nasdaq, before I get into the S&P with you, before I get into the dollar. And this is all a dollar story. I first want to get into Bitcoin and Ethereum with you. So take a short little stroll with me right over here. This support over here, let me show you what that is that we're looking at over here. Come back with me to the 3-day time frame. Do you see these touches over here, this trend line that then connected over to here? I drew in this trend line over here, and then all I did was I cloned it. This is my prime trend line. I cloned it, and then I got this other one. Wherever I place this trend line, you're gonna see that. You're gonna look over here. Right now I'm focused in on this touch right here and this touch right here, and then you could see over here, going in the future, this line is going to be our guide, especially as we hit new all-time highs. We're going to be following, look over here. This was the resistance that we hit over the weekend on Sunday, that trend line over there. I just want you to see why I have that trend line over here. Now I'm going to focus back into the 8-hour, and you could see that trend line over here that's offering support, why we're above it and now seemingly resuming off of it. That's really, really bullish. We came down and we tested on Sunday as well, this 10,572 area of support we have over here. If we do lose this, if we trade below this support and then below this support over here, there's a very strong chance that we are going to trade back down. We are going to test the breakout of the bull market. And when I mean breakout of the bull market, you see the high over here. You see this trend line that then connects the June 2019 high. A break above that started the bull market on Bitcoin. It's still possible we come back down and test that breakout area and confirm it before going off to the races. I don't think, that's not my base case. I don't think that's going to happen. I do think that we hold this support over here and that we're able to go ahead and challenge over here, this top trend line over here, call it around 12,282. That's, I believe, the next move on Bitcoin. If you noticed all year long, we've been talking about it. Gold makes the move, right? Silver follows, and then Bitcoin takes up the long end. Let's see if that's what happens in the sessions ahead. Ethereum also started its bull market. Now, everyone following the channel knows as soon as we broke this resistance here, now turned support at 360, the bull market began on Ethereum. Now, I'm going to come down. By the way, that was a two-year consolidation over here. What happens after you have big consolidations? You have big moves, the breakouts to the upside. What are we targeting? First, we're targeting $500. You could see the resistance right over here. Let me draw it in for you. These are all important levels that everyone should be following. Above that, what's our next target? We have all the way to 800 and perhaps even 850 in that area. You could see the closes here and the close here. That's coming in at $794. That is a resistance to watch out for. And then you have the peak here and the peak here. So it's in that area between 787 and 836. That's going to be some pretty strong resistance to first work through. Beyond that, then we're taking a look at possibly coming back towards $1,200, maybe even onto new all-time highs. I'm not so sure about that. We'll find out. But I am pretty bullish here and continue to be on Bitcoin. Now, let's take a look at the dollar, because when I say this is all a dollar story, this is all a dollar story. You're seeing the price of gold rising. You're seeing all precious metals, silver. You're seeing cryptocurrencies. You're even seeing the stock market rise. We'll come back to the dollar in just a moment over here. By the way, those of you that have been following the channel now, whether it's for weeks or months, and know how we've been positioned here, looking at the equities, looking for this as our take profit here. That will be the final take profit here for the summer. At that point, stay neutral. We're headed towards it. That's 33, 39. That's horizontal resistance, and then the trend line resistance over there. Look at the Nasdaq, right? Let me come over here and pull up the NQ for you. And you could see here trading and closing at all-time highs over here. We're going to look at the FANG stocks in just a moment, so you could see the nice consolidation they're putting in right now. Looks to me like there's more upside. What's nice and important to note is that we're running into a lot of gridlock coming to any type of stimulus. Both sides of the aisle are really, really very far apart, and it does not appear there's going to be any type of stimulus past this week or in the near future. Maybe we'll see what happens. Hopefully they can make some progress. People really need the help. So with this gridlock, you still see stocks rising. You have to pay attention to signal and not noise. You have to pay attention here. The markets are shaking off everything. The markets continue to. I'm seeing investment desks calling for 10% corrections. It's got to come. Don't pay attention. Follow the charts. Follow our guides over here. We are very and continue to be very bullish here on the equity markets, and will be as long as this trend line over here holds to the upside. If and when this trend line breaks to the downside, believe you me, we will all be there to attack. I will walk you all through that as it occurs. But right now we are trading up. If we come into this 33, 39 area on the S&P right now, which is this horizontal resistance, it was also this trend line resistance and this trend line resistance. It's an area circled of resistance confluence. I would also, if you're involved in the Nasdaq, that's where I would look to take profit, because right now you have no resistance above you. You have no resistance to know where to look for a take profit area. I would focus on the S&P, and when the S&P runs into resistance, that's where I'd be looking to take profits. By the way, anyone who took this trade, as we saw it happening in real time and talked about it, go ahead and smash that like button. I'm glad you're on the right side of the market, and I want to keep everybody on the right side of the market. That's why we do what we do. It's a dollar story. You're seeing dollar come off again. You could see this will look like a reverse head and shoulders developing. Never closed above the neckline over here. And now we are retracing and resuming down. Very, very bearish price action. Look, it's so much easier to trade with the trend than trying to pick the top or the bottom. Only be looking to sell any retraces of the dollar. Look at the euro US dollar, by the way, with me. And this is now holding this support over here. That's a big level on the dollar. This goes back 12 years to 2008. This trend line over here has broken. Here we are. I just want you to get perspective to see where we are. And that is holding so far as support. Not only that, it's resuming off right now. If we are able to take out that high over there, it will really be off to the races. And the dollar, I believe we will see a further breakdown of the dollar. What else do we have? By the way, normally the first few weeks of August, we do see for the last 5, 10, 15 years, we have seen the equity markets come off a little bit. That's why I'm saying this is our last target for the summer. If that happens, we'll just stay neutral unless we come into this area over here. You have this horizontal support, strong support over here at 32.32. Also, you have our trend line over here, our prime trend line. Any price action taking us back into that, we'll look for a resumption off, and that will be a great place to position long against for equities. If we lose this trend line, we're probably seeing risk off come into the market in a big way. Notice the market has been shaking off all sorts of bad news, including rising tensions with China, the gridlock coming out within the US. We're seeing as the worldwide virus cases continue to increase, the market is really shaking it off. That's what bull markets do. We will be looking for this area to take profit, and then again, if this holds, we're looking to buy off support, as has been the plan in the past and will continue to be on any retest of that until it breaks. If and when it breaks, we are then attacking to the downside. That's a big technical breakdown if that does occur. You'll also notice that, I'm not going to get into it now, you'll also notice that occurring on the Australian dollar, Japanese yen, which is the risk off currency. You could see this is very bullish right now. Look, if we break this line over here, if we break down over here and lose this trend line, then we're going to be looking to attack to the downside. The S&P will be coming off there as well. None of that's happening right now. That's why I stopped everyone listening, everyone paying attention for the past couple of months. Stop trying to pick the top. Stop trying to sell equities. You're looking to buy the dips. We buy off support in uptrends. We sell off resistance in downtrends. I do want to take a look. By the way, what a beautiful sight. Smash the like button if you're holding long gold here and loving gold trading above 2,000. We do have silver lagging. When I say lagging, gold's trading at all-time highs, and silver is about 50%, a little more now than 50% away from its all-time highs. So silver is lagging. We are expecting in this environment, we're going to look at this tomorrow during the live stream for anyone who's available. We're going to be looking at the gold to silver ratio and show why we're looking for silver to continue to outperform gold in this environment. What I do want to do is check out some charts with you. So let me focus in over here on the FANG stocks. And you can see this is, by the way, if you want to follow along, these are Bloomberg charts. This is on zero hedge. You could see this consolidation over here, expansion, consolidation. What do markets do? Expand, consolidate. What's going to happen now that we're consolidating once we get a breakout? Expansion. Nasdaq trading at all-time highs. FANGs looks over here. If they are able to break out here to the upside, that could run further. Is there anything else of interest that I wanted to share with you? But nice consolidation on Bitcoin. We looked at that consolidating here. Right over here, I want you to see it with me in real time. That's the consolidation you're looking at right here. That's the consolidation right there. And here it is right there, consolidating. This is consolidating above this last area of support. Continues to be very bullish here for Bitcoin. There is something else that I do want to share with you. And that here is, like I said, the gold to silver ratio that I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. And you could see, by the way, there's a beautiful chart of silver taking out that important resistance. I showed it to you, right? That support, resistance, right? That's the next target that we're looking at. Just above, we're into right now a break above there. And we're testing 35. First 29.50 and then 35. Gold to silver ratio, I want you to see when we're talking about silver, this is where QE started, right over here. Go back to 2008 on your chart, look on the gold to silver ratio. Look what happened the last time QE started, right over here. Look at silver. Look at silver getting ready to break down over here versus gold. Silver is set to outperform. Look here at silver. Look at this. Getting ready over here. It's an exciting time to be involved in the markets. I'm glad to be sharing it all with you. I have to say, I enjoy every single comment you leave. I read each and every one of them. I'm grateful for you. Thanks, everyone. Have a beautiful day.